We commissioned a report from IRCC, something you won't typically see on the internet. What it shows is quite remarkable, especially for new and aspiring immigrants to Canada. College study permits in Ontario dropped by 75%, but master's programs, they're actually rising. In a year full of rejections, here's why master's students are winning Canada's immigration game. Before we dive into the top 5 master's programs, how to choose them, and I share a bonus with you, I need to explain something important. New data from IRCC shows a 66.5% drop in new study permit applications in Ontario, but it's not equal across the board. College programs saw the biggest crash, a 75% drop. Meanwhile, master's program applications rose by nearly 30%, and extensions jumped by almost 46%. Master's students are winning for 3 big reasons. Number 1, they qualify for a full postgraduate work permit. Even for 1-year programs, they now get a 3-year PGWP. Plus, they don't need a provincial attestation letter when applying for their study permit. In case you're wondering, what is a provincial attestation letter, or PAL? As part of the new student cap, a provincial attestation letter is a document issued by your learning institution in Canada confirming that you're eligible to start your program of study. Most college 1-year certificates, 2-year diplomas, and university bachelor students will require a PAL, while master students do not. Number 2, their CRS score is normally higher. And number 3, policymakers see master's grads as higher retention, so there's more provincial immigration options for them. Now, what are the master's programs I would recommend? Here's the wish list and the options. Bring a spouse on an open work permit. Be eligible for a postgrad work permit. Fall under fields in high demand. Be delivered in person on campus and cost no more than $30,000 a year. Number 1, St. Mary's University, Halifax, Nova Scotia. Program, Master of Science in Computing and Data Analytics. Duration, 16 months with an industry internship component. Tuition, approximately $24,830 in total for international master's students. Who is it for? Someone with a background in IT, computer science, statistics, aiming to work as a software data professional with AI perhaps. Opportunities. Industry internship gives Canadian work experience, which is important. It boosts your employability. High demand for data analysts and IT professionals in Halifax and across Canada nationally. PGWP eligible, it's a public university. Also, you can bring your spouse on an open work permit because it's 16 months long. Aligns with provincial immigration streams in Nova Scotia and Atlantic immigration program. Number 2, Dalhousie University, also Halifax, Nova Scotia. Program, Master of Health Administration. Duration, 16 months full-time. Thesis-based with a residency component. Tuition, the total is about $46,000 for 2 years. Who it's for? Applicants aiming for leadership roles in healthcare organizations like hospitals, public health, clinics, and so on. Opportunities. Prepares for management roles in Canada's expanding healthcare sector. PGWP eligible, also your spouse can apply for an open work permit and work while you study. High demand for health administrators across healthcare institutions. Strong fit for Nova Scotia immigration streams prioritizing healthcare experience. Yes, everywhere in Canada, they need more healthcare professionals, and the more you have of the workforce, the more you need management. So this will keep growing. Number 3, Dalhousie University, Halifax, Nova Scotia again. Master of Health Informatics, Health and IT. Duration, 24 months. Tuition for international students is about $39,000 for 2 years. Who it's for? Professionals or graduates combining interest in healthcare and technology, ideal for roles in healthcare systems, hospitals, digital health, and IT-based public health services. So if you have some background in computers, software, and you want some management or enter health fields, this is a great opportunity. So speaking of opportunities, there's a high demand as healthcare organizations need to implement digital health systems. Fits both IT and healthcare immigration streams in Canada. It's PGWP eligible, and your spouse can apply for an open work permit during study. Nova Scotia's provincial immigration emphasizes healthcare talent, especially with Canadian education and expertise. Number 4, University of British Columbia, Vancouver, BC, Master of Public Health. Again, so health is a big one. That's why we're emphasizing all these masters in health and combining some IT and health, because that's a really good and profitable merger for you. So the duration is 24 months. The total tuition is about $39,000 for the full program. Who it's for? Graduates in health, science, or policy aiming for careers in public health agencies, health promotion, epidemiology, policy, or consulting. Opportunities. BC is investing heavily in public health initiatives, increasing hiring in government and private sectors. Program is PGWP eligible, spouses can apply for an open work permit, and also public health roles are really prioritized in federal express entry, healthcare institutional draws, and many provincial PNPs. Last but not least, University of British Columbia, again in Vancouver, BC, Master of Engineering Leadership in Clean Energy Engineering. Duration 12 months, full-time on campus. The tuition is $68,000. I know it's a lot and it's outside the budget, but if you have the money, it could lead you to an amazing career here in Canada. The only downside is to bring your spouse on an open work permit, you need a 16-month program. So this may only work if you either don't have one or they don't need to work in Canada and be on visitor status. What's interesting is the time savings, because this is the only program on the list where you study for 1 year and you still get your 3-year postgraduate work permit with this new policy for master's programs. Who it's for? Engineers interested in sustainable infrastructure, construction management, or clean energy systems, which are booming in Canada. Opportunities. Vancouver and BC lead Canada in green infrastructure and clean energy implementation. I met with the Premier of BC and let me tell you, they love all the clean tech, clean energy, and so on. So you could get a role in project management, systems integration, and sustainable engineering because they're in high demand. Now I prepared something very useful for you.
You probably know that starting something new is extremely stressful. Education, especially master's degrees, are complex on its own. Plus, you add immigration to it and it becomes overwhelming. So to de-stress you, to bring that stress level down, we prepared a super cool master student checklist, which will dive into making sure you're PGWP eligible, you can bring your spouse, your family, and stay within budget. Super cool. Check it out. It's going to be in the link in the description. But let's run through it quickly because I'm so excited for it. All right, so first of all, you will see that we have the first qualifying for the longest PGWP because, you can get a 3-year postgrad work permit if you are a master student and if you do it right. We want to tick these off, choose a public university on IRCC DLI list. We'll drop a link in the description. Enroll in a master's program of 16 months or longer. That's for your spousal open work permit. With the new policy, you can study just 1 year and get a 3-year PGWP, but for your spousal open work permit, you will need to study for at least 16 months. Ensure the program is full-time and in person, and so on. Now, the next section is very cool. That's your spousal open work permit. Again, we emphasize here, so the program duration has to be at least 16 months or more. Then you would, of course, need to provide your relationship proof like a marriage certificate, show financial support, and so on. Those are details you need to dive in when you apply for your spouse. If you need legal help, again, book a consultation with one of our lawyers. We can definitely help you make sure you don't make any mistakes. And then the last section is pretty cool. It's budgeting tips. So we recommend your budget for Canada, given most cities like Toronto, Montreal, Vancouver is a bit more expensive. Next, for the smart savings tips, that's interesting because here you can see how you can reduce your spendings, which is very important when you're doing an expensive master's degree, especially with your family. And a quick self-checklist. So your program is 16 months or more, study permit approved before classes start, of course, spousal open work permit application prepared, budget plan ready for living, and career path aligns with in-demand fields. That's what we spoke about in this video. So check it out, get it at the link in the description.
Okay, so the moral of the story is, if you're still applying this year, consider a master's instead of a diploma. Use Student Visa Express, our visa application software. It's an AI software that was trained on the same frameworks used by Canadian immigration lawyers. to simplify the process while increasing your success. It identifies red flags in your application, shows you how to fix them, reveals refusal rate by country, builds a custom statement of purpose, and guides you step by step. It's the first of its kind in Canada, and I'm extremely proud to show you how it works. If you want to try the platform, you can start for free by going to the link in the description or scanning this QR code. I hope you liked this video, got some value. Don't forget to download your checklist as well as try our AI platform in the link in the description, and also go there for some more useful resources, and I hope to see you in the next video.